So if you really want to dial this thing in, and T-Fit here with Fitbilly TV, if I've not said that you're still watching a particular episode or you tune into another episode, measuring your dog's food. Look, chicken, oh shit. Chicken legs, fail. That's staying in there. Oh, that thing fell in there? Jesus. Anywho, we've got some red stewed meat. All you gotta do is kind of cook that down. Okay, dogs can eat that. We got some chicken thighs because they was out of chicken breast. We got some tilapia in there, under here as well. And then we have more chicken thighs. It's a stewed meat. I told you in another episode I spent about $280 something. Got the green beans, we got the cottage cheese, we got the yogurt, and we got the blueberries. And we got some eggs. All this is going in one effing meal. People, we do not play when it comes to our dog's health and our dog's well-being. At least I don't. I expect a lot out of my dogs. If I expect much, you got to put some stuff in the bank. This is the bank. I'm loading up my dogs so I can cash in. I'll be going for the weekend. Their meals will be properly prepped. People who are watching my dogs know the routine. So let me give you a few numbers. We got a scale here. Chicken thighs. 4 ounces of chicken thighs cooked. 22 grams of protein. A dog needs on average 1 gram of protein per pound. Ego's 80 pounds. We just weighed Tron. He's about 56 pounds. That boy is growing. Chicken legs, 4 ounces equals what? 20 grams of protein. Red meat, 4 ounces equals about 23 grams of protein. Then I add sardines, and then if you go tilapia, which we're going to add, 20 grams of that equals about, oh my bad, 8 grams of tilapia equals 20 grams of protein. You cut it in half, 4 ounces clearly equals 10. So, can you overfeed your dog? Yes, you can. Dogs do get fat. Can you underfeed your dog? Yes, which will cause even more, well, I won't say, I think it's kind of equal to problems based on my experience. So, the chicken legs, they get raw. They're eating this just like it is. This helps the bones, help clean their teeth. And again, Ego's been eating raw for a long time. We went the dog food route so I could test some things. Skin's gotten too bad. He's inflamed. I could tell he's inflamed. He's holding on to stuff. He's not lean. This ain't it. I was literally in the store. If you saw the other clip, I said, I can't do it. I have to leave. I can't do it. I can't give it in this. We was about to go to Stellar route to do the next 90 days. It ain't even part of the program. So let me show you. Again, chicken thighs. I want to put at least 4 ounces of this. Oh, low power. Low power. That's what happened on my watch. I'm going to put 4 ounces of this. That's 2.8 ounces. It's about 4.5. That's all it is. It looks, you think it's a lot, right? That's all 4 ounces of meat is. Boom. That goes in his. Now we're going to do Tron. 2.8. And what am I going off? 20 grams of protein. Here goes some more. Oh, that's fine. That's too much. 4.1. He'll survive. How much protein is that, people? Roughly, according to our sheet, just the chicken thighs alone, 22 grams of protein are in there right now. How much more do they need? Ego's 80 pounds. He needs roughly 60 more. Yeah, 60 more grams of protein. What am I going to do now? I'm going to add the red meat. 4 ounces. That's the measurements. Boom. Oh, that's 5.3. That's a fat joker right there. That's 3.7. He'll survive. Ego gets busy. Tron, I want him growing. He's an XL. Probably give him 2 of these. And this one's just too, Lord, them things is light. Need them thickum parts. There we go. Tron, that's 4 for him. Now look. I'm going to put some fish in here as well. The fish is kind of broken up, so I'll just add the fish. Oh, man. Yeah, let's see what this look like here. See what that down look like. That's just a handful of fish. 3.9. So how much more is that? Another 20 grams of protein. I forgot which one's Ego's. This was Ego's. Yeah, because I had to put 3 in Tron's. So that's 20 grams of protein. You think it's a lot of food, right? So right now, with the 3 meats we put in, he's roughly looking at about 60 grams of protein. Now with the raw bone, I'm adding 2 raw bones. Well, we can measure that out. Oh, this is raw. It's heavy, boy. So 4 ounces says right here. according to the thing. I don't know if y'all can see that there, but 4 ounces equals 20 grams of protein. So with the 4 ounces into 20 grams of protein, with the 4 ounces into 20 grams of protein, with all 3 meats, 2, 4, 6, 8, we're looking at 80 grams. Now, Ego's a growing dog, he's a working dog, so in my opinion, in my experience, because there's not a lot of information on how much more a dog needs, I'm gonna double up on his bones. Give him 2 of these bones. Tron's definitely getting 2 of those bones because he's a growing puppy. And there's a term that we'll teach you about in another episode of what puppies are going through as their bodies are constantly breaking themselves down. Every week, if you're feeding your dog effectively, your dog should be growing. And that's if you're feeding it again, according to, that's Tron, look, boom. Add that fish there, man. I want this dog to be great. Now, we all know, if you didn't know, dogs don't need carbohydrates. That's not their thing. They get their energy from fats, which is why we put the meat in there. Get the green beans, which is going to help keep them relatively healthy. Make sure the green beans don't have sea salt. Look, I'm going to be very, as always, clear and transparent as shit. This right here, all these cans I got have sea salt. Now, here's the thing. You could blanch them. My bad. You can cook the sea salt out of them, which means you just got to cook them and make sure they basically get dried out in some form or fashion to get the salt out, but I fucked up, to say the least. So they'll get some green beans. What's the vitamin E going to do? Same thing it does for us. It's going to keep that skin glowing. You hear me? Skin is going to be glowing. I'll throw another one in there for Ego. He's a growing young man. Antioxidants, very important as well. Here's some blueberries. Now, I normally eyeball fruits and vegetables. I can get into the measurements in another time, but I'm not going to do that. They'll be fine. They'll eat some blueberries here. Say, boy, that's kind of excessive. Do I always put fruit in their diet or in every meal? No, I don't. But there's times where we go through what I call my kombucha stage, where all I do is throughout the summer especially, I'll start making sure the gut stays healthy, and I'll start adding that stuff. We talked about the eggs in another video. I can poach them, or in this case, I'll crack them jokers here. Boom. Leave that there. Crack them jokers here, and they can eat the shell. What's in the shell? Calcium. Most of our dogs are calcium deficient. Why? Because there's not enough calcium in the damn food. Now, if we were going to put crude protein in perspective, what it would look like is me literally taking all these meats, all 3 of these meats, because that's what's on your label, but here's the problem. There's not this quality. All this came from Costco, Kirkland brand, which is a good brand. And I blended them all together. If I blend them all together and I take a cup of it, now we've got roughly 2, 4, 6, 8, a cup of, I'd weigh it in ounces and then tell me how much a cup's worth. Clearly you want to zero your scale out so you can say, okay, take the cup minus a cup. Now let's weigh how much goes into each, how many ounces are in each cup of food with all this blended together. Normally I cook this stuff for about 10 hours to cut some of the fats, because when you start changing your dog food back to this stuff, they're gonna do some boo-booing now. So I'm gonna finish this here with some yogurt. I just take a spoonful of yogurt, probiotics in that joker there. Some cottage cheese. Hold on. Let me do the yogurt first. On this one as well. You don't want to be excessive in anything that you do. Only the things that make them grow. Cottage cheese. Calcium's in this junk here. Protein's in this junk right here. And again, other good things that help your dog. And mind you, people, I'll go into detail, but try to keep these videos long enough for you to, receive what's being said and learn some stuff. Now, it's a mess in here, but that's the beauty about the whole thing. And we're going to watch over the next week is Ego's skin heal. We're going to watch his body change. We're going to watch him improve. We're going to watch everything dial back in. And if you don't know anything about eggs and the importance of the whole egg, if you would, I think there's some eggs called choline. I'll link a video at some point, either in a playlist where Dr. Becker's talking about the things that help build brain development, cognitive skills, and keep your dog intelligent. Eggs are one of those things that's magical for dogs, and we already talked about it being the best source of protein. And yes, your dogs can eat them raw and they'll be fine. That being said, like anything, it is an adjustment when you put your dog on this kind of stuff. This is all. That's both Tron and Ego's meals. Ego's growing, Tron's growing. I need Tron to be great. I need Ego to be great. They need the proper resources. I expect them to be as good as me, and if that, for that fact, even better. That being said, stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. If you have questions, comment, like, ask. Get you a scale. Measure your protein. This is excessive, but how else are your dogs supposed to be great?